All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to this first live stream of the regular season. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to live stream the Eagles game today. It turns out I was not, but I am really relieved after the Eagles game earlier today. The Eagles, of course, beating the New England Patriots by a score of 25-20 in a game that had Eagles fans on the edge of their seats for quite a bit of the game. So, but we're here. The Eagles came out of it on the right side, dealing the first loss of the season to Bill Belichick and Mac Jones, and it was a crazy game. It was a game that I wasn't sure if we were going to come out on the winning end of at parts. But we were able to do it this time, and that is awesome. And here we are. We're watching the Giants and the Cowboys tee off, and their game is actually underway at this point. So that's exactly what you want to see there. All right. Looks like the Giants are going to get the ball started on the first play of the game here. All right, so it was a touchback. Giants begin at the 25-yard line. Dan Jones is in the is in the gun. Takes a snap and hands it off, and it is going to be run up to about the 29-yard line, just shy of about the 30-yard line there. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 5. Jones takes the snap and runs and gets the first down and is hit just shy of the 40-yard line. He slid, so that is going to be our first flag of the game. And that's gonna be unnecessary roughness penalty. Adrian Hill is the referee tonight. Yeah, that's gonna cost the Cowboys a solid 15 yards there. That will bring up a New York Giants first down. Imani is predicting Cowgirls 3, New York Giants 45. I'm predicting the meteor. All right. So here we go. We've got less than 14 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Haven't even made it a minute. How are we doing today? How do we... Jones is under center. Man in the backfield. Sends number 3 in motion. Takes a snap. He's back. He throws. It's caught and dropped behind the line of scrimmage is Saquon Barkley. They're going to have Clark on the, or credited with the with the stop there. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 at the Dallas Cowboy 47-yard line. How do we think about this Eagles game today? What are your thoughts about that? I'll be putting out an episode probably later today or possibly tomorrow, depending on scheduling here, how we can get that going. Daniel Jones hands it off to Barkley, who's going to get almost, but not quite, to the line of scrimmage. He'll be stopped down about a yard short. So that will bring up 3rd and 1. That's going to get him to the Dallas 38-yard line. This is the first Cowboys game we will be seeing without Zeke Elliott lining up as running back, or as we saw in the playoffs game this past season, lining up at center. Jones under center. Three men in the backfield. Takes a snap, hands it off, and they're going to get the first down a little bit more. Handoff was to Barkley, who got to the 33-yard line. That was a 5-yard reception there. All right. So that's going to bring up a first down for the New York Giants. Jones lines up in the gun. Man to his right, another man in motion. Takes a snap, hands it off. It's going to go to the 27-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4. That was Breida on the run there. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 4. Daniel Jones is lined up in the gun, man behind him. Sends number 12 in motion. Takes the snap. He's back. He's rolling out to his right, and he's going to run and pick up the first down, and a bunch more get to about the Dallas 15-yard line. And that will bring up another New York Giants first down. From officially, it's going to be the 16-yard line. This is where he was pushed out of bounds. Pushed out of bounds by Hooker. All right, so that's going to be bringing up a... going to bring up a 1st and 10 from the Dallas 16-yard line. And New York has called their first timeout, so they do have 2 remaining. We've got 10 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter, so that is a little bit early for a timeout to be called here. Trying to make sure I don't get live audio feed from the TV in, so I don't get copyright struck. Takes a handoff and hands it off to Saquon Barkley. It gets dropped right at about the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Thanks for stopping by here, folks. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me here tonight. We've got the watching this NFC East matchup between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Eagles, of course, being in the NFC East, will face both of these teams later in the season. 2nd and 10, ball at the 16-yard line. Jones in the gun, takes a snap. He's back. He's scrambling, and he's going to take off and get down to inside the 10-yard line. So that will bring up a 3rd down. Takes us inside of the 10-minute mark of the first quarter. What do we think about that Eagles victory today? I wasn't able to stream that. I was out for a little bit. But I did catch the game. It was a pretty good game. A little intense there. 3rd and 2. Jones in the gun. Man lines up to his left. Doing a little bit of change here. Play clock at 1. Takes a snap. And they're going to call a false start, probably. That's going back. They're going to call that on Thomas. So that will bring up 3rd and 7 from the Dallas 13-yard line. 3rd and 7. Jones wildly mishandles the snap, and he's going to lose about, it's going to be about 15 plus yards lost back. No, it will not be. Yeah, that'll be about 15 yards that he's going to lose there. It was recovered at the Dallas 27-yard line, so it's really about 14 yards, but pretty close there. So that will bring up a 4th and 21. It's probably going to result in a field goal attempt here. And the kick is blocked. It's blocked and is recovered by number 19, who's going to be running down the sideline. He's going, and it's at the 5. In for the touchdown is number 19. Who is that? That is absolutely insane. And that is not, if you're the New York Giants, that is not how you want to start off here. You definitely do not want to start off. That is, the block is being credited to Thomas. It's being recovered by Igby Nogani. And that's going to bring up the point after attempt for Dallas here. The snap, the hold, the kick is no good. So that was no good there for Dallas. So that will send us to a commercial break. Okay, for me 1 second here. Sorry about that, folks. We're in a commercial break right now. Alrighty. How are y'all doing tonight, folks? I had a light here. I lost a light, so I had a light right in front of me, but figure that out some other time. Alright, so it is going to be it is going to be, so it is 6-0 Dallas, and the kick is away. And that's going to be fielded, it's not going to be fielded, it's going to be a touchback. So that's going to be New York Giants ball, but if you're the New York Giants, It's exactly not how you wanted to start the game, with a mishandled fumble or mishandled snap that led to a loss of 14 yards, and then a blocked field goal. That's no bueno there. So, thanks for hanging out tonight. Please provide you with an alternative to the national broadcast here. I'm glad you chose to hang out with me. There are plenty of other people you could have hung out with. Daniel Jones takes the snap and throws it away. He's hit as he throws. It's going to go nowhere, basically, incomplete. So that will bring up 2nd and 10. Alright, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. Daniel Jones is in the gun. Number 12 is in motion. Man lines up to his right. He is back. He takes the snap. He is looking. He is firing. It is incomplete. Intended target was Waller, broken up by Thomas. Thomas was the guy who also blocked the punt there, or blocked the field goal. Alright, so you've got 3rd and 10. Ball's at the 25-yard line. Jones in the gun. Takes a snap. He's back. He is going to get sacked again. It's going to be the sack is going to be credited to Micah Parsons. So that's going to be a 10-yard sack there. Kicks them back to the 15-yard line. That is going to bring up 4th down, and that will bring the punting unit on the field. And the punt is away. That's going to bounce at the 40, bounce back to about the 30, inside the 30 to about the 26-yard line is where they're going to down it. And that will send it to commercial. Dallas will have the ball when they come back. So, while we're in commercial, some of my thoughts about the Eagles game today, because we do principally focus on the Eagles here. I was decently I was definitely thrilled by the first quarter. The first quarter was a great way to start the game. You got started. It was a wonderful start with the pick 6 by Darius Slay. Just the general flow of the game. It's the first time. It was the worst start that the Patriots had in a number of years to any game, and I was thrilled by the first quarter. I kind of wish that the rest of the game went like the first quarter. That would have been much better. The Eagles were still fortunate to stay on top in the turnover game, which was critical. Glad to see that. It seemed like at times you needed to remind the Eagles that there was still life in that. Everything started to change once the Patriots started to go with the up-tempo offense, because prior to the Patriots doing the up-tempo offense, it was 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. It kind of continued a 3 and out bouncing until really the Patriots started, let's change it up and do some up-tempo. And once they did the up-tempo stuff, that's when it started to work, and that's when it started to cause some concern. So I was, again, not really all that thrilled about how that part of it went out. The Eagles didn't really seem to have an answer early on for when the Patriots switched and went up-tempo. Fortunately, when they came back after halftime, it seemed to be a little bit better for them. They were able to recover from that, but and were able to put a little bit more distance between the Eagles and the Patriots, especially as the third quarter went on, and it was not a comfortable win. It was an ugly win, but it was not a comfortable win. We're back from the break here. Dallas has the ball on offense for the first time. Prescott is in the back. He takes the snap. He throws, and it is caught. That is going to be Ferguson on the reception there. It's a short gain, about 2 yards. The Cowboys, if you're just joining us, the Cowboys did score on the Giants' opening drive. They blocked a field goal and returned it for a touchdown. Dak lines up under center, takes a snap, hands it off to Tony Pollard, who gets about 4 yards there. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for Dallas. We've got less than 6.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Prescott lines up in the gun. Now he's making some changes. He's got about 10 seconds left on the play clock. Lines up in the gun. Pollard to his right. He takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He fires. It's going to be wide open. Is CeeDee Lamb, who's going to take off and get inside the 20 before he is marked out of bounds. He'll be officially marked out of bounds at the Giants' 19-yard line. That was, Lamb was wide open on that play. Prescott takes a snap, dumps it off, and gets down to about the 10-yard line. That is Ferguson again on the reception there. It's about a 9-yard catch and run there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 1 for the Cowboys. Second and 1. Prescott in the gun. Back to his left. Sends a man in motion. That's Lamb going in motion. Takes a snap, hands it off, and they're going to get the first down, so it's going to be 1st and goal. They get about 5 yards there on that play. A little bit less than that maybe. Probably about 4 or 5 yards. It's going to, 4 yards. And that was Pollard on there. So that's going to be 1st and goal from the Giants' 6-yard line. First and goal. Prescott in the gun. Takes a snap. He's back. He fires for the end zone, and it is incomplete. Intended for Ferguson. He was double covered there. They're officially crediting Banks with the coverage, but he had a couple guys on coverage. So that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the Giants' 6-yard line. Prescott takes a snap. He's back. He fires. It's going to be caught. And it's going to be marked out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. That was Turpin on the reception there. So that's going to bring up 3rd and goal. Credited with the stop are Jackson and Pinnock. Or Pinnock, however you pronounce that. And that'll bring up 3rd and goal. And there's going to be a timeout on the field. The Giants are taking their 2nd charged timeout. So they have one remaining for the half. Got about 3.5 minutes left to play in this first quarter here. Third and goal. Prescott lines up under center. Pollard in the backfield. Since Lamb in motion, takes a snap. He's back. He's going to get pressure. He's going to get hit as he throws. Are they ruling that a fumble or is that a completion or incompletion? They're going to rule that incomplete. They're going to stop that from going on. It easily, possibly could have been. Yeah, they're going to rule that pass incomplete. Let's take a look at this replay here. McKinney came in basically unchallenged. Yeah, that ball was moving forward. That was a pass. So they're going to bring up Brandon Aubrey to attempt the field goal. And the snap, the hold, the kick is good. And so that's going to make the score 9-0 in favor of Dallas. Sending into a commercial break here. That drive went for 9 plays for 72 yards, and it took them about 3 minutes and 45 seconds to get there. Let's talk about some of the stats from the game here, from the Eagles game earlier today. Again, I know this is a Cowboys-Giants game, but this is my first chance really to talk about the game with you guys here who follow us here at Bird's Nest Media. I appreciate you for taking the time to stop by. I'll be putting out a podcast episode again, probably within about the next, possibly later tonight or early tomorrow, depending on how this game progresses. Hurts in the air, he was 22 for 33. He had 1 touchdown. He went for 170 yards passing earlier today. He has a rating of 89.2. That was it wasn't his best performance of his career, but it was a solid performance. It took a little bit for some of these guys some of the receivers to get on there. Devontae Smith was really the star of the night, receiving wise. He had the most targets for a little while until A.J. Brown stepped in later in the game, and he started getting some targets. Both Brown and Smith had 10 targets. They had 7 of them, or they caught 7 of them. Brown went for 79 yards. Smith went for 47 yards and a touchdown. So Smith was very clearly the target, or the early target in terms of the passing game. Weather-wise, there wasn't a ton of passing just in general. Kenny Gainwell was the workhorse of the run game. So he was he ran the ball 14 times for 54 yards. Jalen Hurts ran the next most. He had 9 yards, 9 rushes for 37 yards. He did have a fumble on one of those runs towards the end, which was not a pretty sight there. Dallas is kicking off. And it's going to go through the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants will take over from their own 25-yard line. So it's 1st and 10. Jones lines up under center. Man in the backfield, man in motion. Jones takes the snap. He's back. He is getting pressure, and he's going to get sacked again. It's going to be a loss of 9 there on that sack. It's going to bring up 2nd and 19 at the Giants' 16-yard line. It was a good day for NFC East teams today. The Eagles, of course, toppling the New England Patriots 25-20. The Commanders defeated Jonathan Gannon and the Cardinals 20-16. Jones lines up in the gun, back to his left. He takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He's still looking. He's running, trying to get away from the defenders. Throws the ball away. Saquon Barkley was kind of in the area. There is a flag on the play here. There is a flag on the play. See what this flag is here. They are picking the flag up, so it's going to be going to bring up 3rd and 19 here. There is a nasty spider that I don't want to have anywhere remotely close to me right now. Third and 19. Jones takes the snap. He's back. He throws. It's caught and fumbled again, and it's recovered. And that's going to be another Cowboys touchdown on defense here. It's another Cowboys touchdown. And I'm going to try and take care of this spider here, guys. Alright, I either got the spider or it's going to be crawling on me later. But in any event, the Cowboys did get the extra point there at that time. So it does make it a 16-0 game. That spider was racing across my floor until it got onto the tripod, and then once it got onto the tripod, it kind of hung out for a little bit. And then once it hung out, then it moved, and I was like, I was wondering if I could make it to the commercial. I couldn't, because it started moving again. So, I don't mind insects, I just can't stand them in the house. Alrighty. So we got 2 minutes and 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter here. Dallas is going to kick the ball off. How are we doing tonight, folks? Showing previews right now for the next Fast and Furious. Okay, so it's 16-0 coming back from the commercial break. It's raining pretty bad up there in MetLife. All right. And that's going to go through the end zone for a touchback, so that is going to bring up Giants football. So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the Giants' 25-yard line. Jones in the gun. Guys lined up to his left there. Left end, right hand. Takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley. He's going to get to about the 30-yard line before he's going to get stopped. That will bring up a 2nd down. If you're looking at whether or not the Giants do, in fact, if my scoreboard is right, yes, the Giants do in fact have one timeout. We are inside of 2 minutes left in the first quarter. This first quarter is moving by pretty quickly, actually, when you come to think about it. 2nd and 5, ball at the 30-yard line. Jones in the gun, back to his right, man in motion. Hands it off. Hands it off to Barkley, who's going to get about 3 yards there. Stop is going to be credited to Bell. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Giants at their own 33-yard line. Giants really hoping to get something going here right now. Literally anything. After that first drive ended in absolute disaster. Jones takes the snap and he's going to run it himself and he's going to drop behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th down, and that's, if you're a Giants fan, that's not what you want. You want you do not want to see the punting unit come onto the field here. But that will bring up 4th down and 7 from the Giants' 28, and we will see the punting unit on. And the kick is away. And it's going to be fielded back at about the Dallas 10. You're going to get up to about the 20. That's Turpin on the fielding there. Going to get dropped just at around about the 20-yard line there. So that will bring up Dallas football. Appreciate you hanging out here, folks. Thanks for stopping by. We got about 21 seconds left in the first quarter. The Cowboys are going to start on their own 20-yard line. It is 1st and 10. And this is not the way the Giants wanted to start off their season. They were really hoping for not this. Prescott takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Pollard, who's going to get dropped behind the line of scrimmage there. I believe that's Pollard. Yeah, that's Tony Pollard there. He's going to lose about 2 yards, and that will bring up the end of the first quarter. So we are now moving into the second quarter of this game. And the first quarter was not great for Giants fans. E-Money, how's that prediction there holding up for you? It's a little rough. I'm a little rough right now for Giants fans. Not that I'm accusing you of being a Giants fan, but it's not how anybody wants to. If the Eagles had started their season in the way that the Giants are starting their season right now, I'd probably be like flipping tables. Any games that you saw today that really excited you? Besides the Eagles, I think it was pretty telling. The one thing I made a comment about this. I put out a short analysis video, but earlier today, one of the games that was played was the Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Colts had had attempted to run. The Colts, of course, have Shane Steichen now as their head coach, and he was the Eagles' offensive coordinator. The Colts tried to run the Jalen Hurts style QB sneak, the tush push, which the Eagles had run to incredible success during the regular season and even during the postseason last year. But they did not succeed. That's going to be a it's going to bring up third and 12 there. Prescott took the snap and he threw over to Cooks, and that's an incomplete pass. Hurts. The reason why that play works for the Eagles and it doesn't work for anybody else nearly as successfully. I'll get to that in a second here. Third and 12. Prescott takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He fires. It is deep, and it is going to be incomplete. There is a flag on the play. Likely going to be some PI going on there. Yeah, they're calling defensive pass interference there. So that's they're going to call that on number 37. Yeah, he'd like out. That's Hawkins right there. He literally like wraps his arms around number 3. He really can't. Around Cooks there, so you can't do that. They're going to call that. So that'll bring up a 1st and 10 for Dallas from the Giants' 45-yard line is where the foul occurred. Prescott takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He throws, and it is incomplete. Target on that play was Ferguson. But he does not get it there, so that is going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Second and 10 from the Giants' 45-yard line. Prescott in the gun. Takes a snap, hands it off to Pollard, who's going to get about 2 yards. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. Prescott in the gun, takes a snap. He's back. He fires to Pollard, who's going to catch that, get inside the 40, and that's going to bring up 4th down for the Cowboys. So we'll see if they bring the punting unit on the field or if they try to go for it here. They could go for it. It's not the worst field position. It looks like they're going to keep Prescott out there. Maybe they might try and draw him off sides. It's only 4th and 3, so they might try and draw the Giants defense off sides here. Cowboys still have all 3 of their timeouts. Prescott, empty backfield. They're going to get it off. He takes a snap. He's looking. He fires. It's caught, and it is going to be good for a 1st down. That is Brandon Cooks there at the. It's going to get caught. He's going to get dropped at about the Giants' 32-yard line. There was a 6-yard reception, so that will bring up a Cowboys 1st down. There's a decent little cross route there. Prescott lines up under center, man in the backfield, takes a snap, hands it off to Pollard. No, it's not Pollard, but he hands it off, and he's going to get the 1st down. He's going to get dropped a little bit, actually. He's going to get hit the ground behind the 1st down marker, but forward progress is going to give it to him. So that's going to be 1st and 10 from the Giants' 22-yard line. We are inside of 13 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter, or in the 2nd quarter, my bad. First and 10. Prescott lines up under center. 40 is the fullback, takes the snap, hands it off to number 23, that's Dowdle. Who's going to get about 2 yards there before he's going to get stopped. Just going to bring up 2nd and 8. Prescott lines up under center, man in the backfield, takes the snap, hands it off to Dowdle, who's going to get back to about the line of scrimmage there. So that's going to bring up 3rd down. Really no gain. Thibodeau was there on the stop, who's going to get credited for it. So that will bring up a Cowboys 3rd and 8. 3rd and long here. We'll see what they dial up. See whether or not the Giants have any kind of an answer for the Cowboys right now. They are in field goal range, so they'll probably come out of this with points here. Prescott lines up in the gun, back to his right. Lamb goes in motion. He takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He fires. It is incomplete. The target was Ferguson there, so Ferguson was open and just, it was a bad, some miscommunication there, it looks like. Yeah, he was able to get away. It was in his hands and just couldn't reel it in. So that's going to bring up 4th and 8. We will probably see the field goal unit here. The snap, the hold, the kick is good. So that will bring the score to 19-0. And if you are the New York Giants, you would love to go back and try starting this game over again. This game, so far, I mean, it's not out of control yet for the Giants. But it's it's good if you're a Cowboys fan, which is not my target audience right now. I mean, my target audience is Eagles fans. Sometimes, I mean, hey, if you're a Cowboys fan, I can't really fault you too much. Alrighty. So we're here. We're just hanging out. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's been a great day. Great day of football. It's a pretty big defensive day. There was not a ton of offensive happenings going on. The highest scoring game really was the Dolphins and the Chargers. They were 36-34. Dolphins was the final score of that one. That was a shootout. If you like offensive shootouts, you were really hoping for a good one from the Dolphins here. So. Oh, we're just hanging out. Appreciate you sticking around and enjoying the game, enjoying this close of the first NFL Sunday. It's the first NFL Sunday with regular season football action in quite a long time, really, since the Eagles faced off against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. It's crazy. We're already back here. I don't think anybody really anticipated this, but we are back. Aubrey's going to kick it away. And that is going to go out of the end zone for a touchback. And that will bring up a New York Giants first down from their own 25-yard line. And they are really hoping to get something going here. In the first quarter, they've already had to burn 2 timeouts. And they've had a fumble, or they've had multiple fumbles. They've had a blocked field goal. They had a pick 6. So yeah, it's no bueno here. Jones takes a snap, and he's going to run out to his right, and that is going to be. It looks like it's going to be. They're ruling it an interception. There is a flag down, though, so they are ruling it an interception. Who is that on the interception? That's number 21, it looks like. So pending the outcome of this flag here, it's going to be offensive holding. Of course, the Cowboys are going to decline that. So that is going to be yet another turnover for the New York Giants. And they're going to... Jones is going to roll out to his right, throws. He's hit as he throws. And Parsons and Vander Esch both had good reads on the quarterback there. And that's Gilmore. Gilmore was there on the interception. So you hate to see that. Again, if you're a Giants fan, the Giants just want to hit a reset on this game. Prescott lines up under center. Ball is at the Giants' 38-yard line. Takes the snap. He's back. He fires. It is caught by number 3, and he's going to get stopped inside of the 25-yard line down to about the 22. That is Cooks on the There's Cooks on the reception there. Big yikes for Giants fans. This Cowboys defense does not look like it's anything to be trifled with here. About the 10-minute mark left in the second quarter here. Prescott takes a snap, dumps it off, and he's going to get to inside the 20, down to about the 16-yard line. That's Turpin on the run. That was a 6-yard run, so that will bring up 2nd and 4 from the Giants' 16-yard line. Second and 4, Prescott lines up under center. I formation. Takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He fires. It is overthrown. CeeDee Lamb. It's well out of reach. So that will bring up 3rd and 4. Lamb brings that in, and that's a touchdown. There is a flag on the play here. They're going to call that illegal contact on the defense. They're going to get Banks for that. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and that will bring up actually a first down. It will be 1st and 10 for the Dallas Cowboys, now from the New York Giants 16. Prescott in the gun. Man to his left, takes a snap, fakes a handoff, and he's going to run for it himself and gets down to about the 5-yard line. So it's about a 6-yard run there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4 from the Giants 5. Cowboys can get a first down without scoring here. Takes a snap, hands it off to Pollard, who's going to get down to about the 1-yard line. I think they're officially rolling him down at the 2. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 1 from the Giants 2. The Cowboys only need to get 1 yard to get a first down on a fresh set of 4 tries at the end zone. They could punch it in here, though. I would not be surprised if we see them punch it in. Prescott takes a snap. He's going to dump it off to Pollard, who's going, yep, he's in for the touchdown. That is a touchdown for Dallas. And just like that, it is 25-0 in favor of the Dallas Cowboys. And the Giants still have not shown up for a game since January. It's a big yikes for Giants fans here in this game. Aubrey on to attempt the extra point, and the kick is good. So, the score, with the timeout on the field, is 26-0 in favor of the Dallas Cowboys. And the Giants are still waiting for their first, they're still waiting for their first points, which they need to score soon if they don't want to if they don't want this game to become a runaway here. Kind of already is pretty close to being a runaway, but appreciate everybody hanging out. It's been a great day of football. Great day. Eagles, of course, having a pretty solid first appearance. It wasn't the best performance. It had us on edge quite a bit. Would have liked to see them do a little bit more, especially in the second quarter where they were lifeless. They came back. They had some life in the third quarter, and they had some more life as the game was going. They were able to pull out the victory, and huge fan of that. But yeah, we're just hanging out here. So the point I was making earlier, I made a short video about this, posted it to the channel. But we had I was watching the game, the Colts versus the Jaguars earlier, and Shane Steichen is the offensive coordinator now Shane Steichen was the offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. He is now the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. He was gunning for. He tried. It was 4th and 1, and he tried that tush push that the Eagles had done quite successfully over the course of the 2022 to 23 NFL season. And he could not pull it off with Richardson at quarterback. And the point I was making for that is, yes, the NFL owners might have been able to make an argument for safety. The kick is away. We're back from commercial. The kick is away. It's going to go out of the end zone, so it is a touchback. The point I was making is yeah, there's safety, and yeah, it might be kind of taking advantage of it, but you need a very particular set of players in order to be able to make it work. In particular, you need to have the refrigerators that the Eagles have on the offensive line, and you need to have a quarterback that can bench about 600 pounds, or squat about 600 pounds. Jones lines up under center, takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley, who's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. Goes nowhere. That will bring up 2nd down and 10. So, bottom line is, I think the Eagles will probably see some copycats, but I think the league is learning, especially with the Colts game today, that it's not an automatic first down. So, all right, it's officially 2nd and 10 from the New York Giants 25. Jones takes the snap. He's back. He fires. It's caught. And it's going to get dropped pretty quickly. That's Campbell on the reception. That will bring up a 3rd down, and there's a flag on the play, so I don't know what it's going to bring up yet. Going to be defensive holding, so it doesn't matter what the play was. It's going to be a 1st down and 10. It's going to be enforced at the Giants' 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the Giants' 30 is where the Giants will pick up. First and 10. Jones in the gun. Back, it goes in motion. Takes a snap. He fires. It is caught right at about the 36-yard line, and that is Waller on the reception there. So it's a 6-yard catch. That will bring up 2nd and 4 for the Giants. Who's excited for this Jason Kelce documentary? This Jason Kelce documentary is going to be really interesting. I cannot wait personally to see it. I will definitely be watching it on Thursday. Jones takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley is going to get about 2 or 3 yards there. It's going to bring up a third down. It's officially about 3 yards. So 3rd and 1 from the Giants' 39-yard line. Eagles have a short week this week. They will be taking on Minnesota on Thursday at home in the home opener. Jones in the gun, back to his left. Takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He fires. It is caught by number 12, who's going to get pushed out of bounds. That is Waller. He's going to get pushed out of bounds at about the Cowboys, about the 40-yard line there. Nah, not the Cowboys' 40-yard line. My bad. He's going to get pushed out of bounds at the Giants' 47. It was about 10 yards too close for them. But that is 1st and 10 for the Giants. At the Giants' 47. Jones under center, takes a snap, hands it off, and Barkley is going to get dropped in the backfield. So that's going to be 2nd and 12 from the Giants' 45-yard line. All right, Jones in the backfield, or Jones in the gun. Man in the backfield to his left. Takes a snap. He's back, he's looking, he fires. It is incomplete. I had to double check there to make sure it wasn't picked off there. It was that he was looking for Isaiah Hodgins and could not get him. It looks like it was broken up a little bit there. Hooker was there. Honestly, it should have been another interception. That ball was thrown. Hooker was right there. It was in the numbers, and he just couldn't reel it in. That is 3rd and 12 for the Giants. It's going to bring up there from their own 45-yard line. They have to get to the Cowboys' 43. Jones takes the snap. He's back. He is going to scramble out to his left. And he's going to run, and he's going to get out of bounds in Cowboys territory, but not close enough for the 1st down. So it's going to be 4th down and 5 from the Dallas 48-yard line, and we will probably see the punting unit come on the field. And the Giants were able to put together a couple of good plays, and this would have been a decent first drive. But with them being down by 26 points, they need a little bit more than what they've shown together. Shown in this drive. They need to have a little bit more. They are going to keep the offense out on the field here. And Dallas is going to take their first time out. So they have 2 remaining. All right, so that's going to, coming out of the timeout here. Daniel Jones takes a snap. He's back. He's going to roll out to his left. He's going to throw, and that's going to be caught for the 1st down. Down at about the Dallas 30 is going to be, that is Waller. And then he's going to get officially stopped at about the Dallas 26-yard line. So that is a 22-yard reception there for the New York Giants, and you can tell he's wide open, and he's trying to get Jones to notice him. Jones did notice him, but not before rolling out a little bit there. is going to bring up. Jones takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley gets up to about the 24-yard line. So that's going to be about a 2-yard gain there. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the Dallas 24-yard line. Jones lines up under center. He takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley is going to run for about 3 there. So that's going to bring up about 3rd and 5 from the Dallas 21-yard line. Last time the Giants were this deep into the Dallas territory, there was a bad snap that caused them to lose a whole bunch of yards, and then the blocked field goal happened, and it's been a Dallas game ever since. So we're here. We're just hanging out. Appreciate you taking the time to join us. Jones in the gun. Takes a snap. He's back. He throws. It's caught by Barkley, who's going to get the first down, get to about the 15-yard line, get pushed out of bounds at the 14. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Dallas 14-yard line. This drive so far has been 11 plays for 61 yards. It's taken 5.5 minutes off the clock. And we are going to hit the 2-minute warning probably here. I'm going to try and draw Dallas off sides. It's not going to work. Yep, we are at the 2-minute warning. We're at the 2-minute warning. I'm going to take a really, really quick pee break here. I'll be right back. We are back here. Appreciate you hanging out. Doing all those horror movie advertisements. A Haunting in Venice is the ad here. Appreciate you taking the time to join us here. It's a late night, and it's the first late Sunday night we've all had as football fans in a while. You could have spent that time anywhere. You chose to spend it with us, and just to spend it hanging out here with Bird's Nest Media, and I appreciate you. Jones is going to take the snap, and he's going to fall back, and he's going to get sacked again. He's going to lose 5 yards on that play. Jones has been sacked 3 times for a loss of about 24 yards. 2nd and 15. Jones under center. Takes a snap. Fakes a handoff to Barkley. Throws, and it is incomplete. Intended target was Campbell on the reception there. It was out of his reach. It was underthrown there a little bit. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 15. He didn't lead him very well. Jones in the gun, takes the snap, he's back. He is going to fake the throw, and he's going to run himself, and it's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to bring up 4th down. And that will bring up another timeout by Dallas, so they do have 1 remaining. Both teams have 1 remaining in the half. Officially, Jones got 1 yard on the play. We will probably see the field goal unit here, because if you are the Giants and you're going into halftime and you're going into halftime with this score, you are not doing so hot. So it'll be good to get good for them to get at least something on the play there. So that's going to bring out Graham Gano. He is 0 for 1 tonight. He missed a 45. That was the blocked field goal. The snap, the hold, and it is also no good. That was a bad hold. That was a bad hold. And well, folks, that's going to be another turnover on downs here. And Dallas is going to get the football at their own 26-yard line. That was not a great hold, and that kick sucked. So Daniel Jones is 0 for 2 on the night. The drive was a decent drive. It was a 15-play drive for 57 yards. Took about just shy of about 7 minutes off of the clock. But the Giants once again come away with nothing. And I am staring at an ad for an Exorcist movie, which The Exorcist Believer looked up and caught it totally unexpectedly here. Yeah, this is, if you're a fan of the Giants, if you're a fan of the Cowboys, you're looking at this and you're like, okay, this is finally our year. I don't think it is, but I think there's that. The fact of the matter is, most of your points have come on defense and special teams, and if you're the Giants, you got to figure out. You're going into this halftime here in about 1 minute and 5 seconds, and you're trying to figure out what do we have to do? Do we have to finally punch it in? I thought the Eagles' special teams sucked. Looking at this performance, I'm not thrilled about the Giants' special. I mean, when we face off against them, I hope they don't pick it up. I hope that they don't really improve that operation. Yeah, we're just hanging out. Appreciate you. Appreciate you stopping by. Got 1 minute and 5 seconds left to play in the second quarter here. Now, both teams do have one timeout remaining. So the Cowboys, Prescott in the gun, takes a snap. He's firing, and it is incomplete, out of bounds. Gallup is targeted there for that. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 from the Dallas 26-yard line. Gotta real quick send the Eagles game book to the printer because I want to make sure that we talk about that. 2nd and 10. Prescott in the gun. Hit as he throws, and that's going to be incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down. So we've got about 56 seconds left to play in the half. Cowboys break the huddle. They've got about 2 seconds left on the play clock, and they're not going to make it. They're going to call their final timeout of the half. So the Cowboys are out of timeouts. All right, so 3rd and 10. Ball is on the Dallas 26-yard line. Prescott in the gun, takes a snap. Hands it off to Pollard, who's going to get to about the 30, about the 31-yard line. They'll rule him down at the 30. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 6 for Dallas. And the Giants will take their final charged team timeouts of the half. This was a 3-play, 4-yard drive for Dallas, and the punting unit is going to come on the field for them. And the kick is away. And it's going to be fielded and brought down at the 30. Is going to be it's going to be Gray there on the return there. Hey Dan, good to see you. This is not a good game if you're a Giants fan. Yeah, but I mean, certainly if you're a Cowboys fan, you like this result. As an Eagles fan, I'm not thrilled about either of these two teams. But I'd be more content if the Eagles, or if the Giants were ahead. I would at least have appreciated a better game than what we're being served here in this first half. Like, even the Eagles game, and being an Eagles fan, and I was not Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. That, although to be fair, Dan, you haven't been around the Eagles fans. Uh, if you're a Cowboys fan walking around in Philadelphia, do not outwardly be a Cowboys fan. Just don't. But it would have been better, the Giants still have not shown up to a game that mattered since the Giants faced off against the Eagles in the playoffs. That was a big yikes there. We're still waiting to hear from them in that game. And we're still waiting to hear from them in this game. Yep. It's crazy times. It's a shame because today was a good football day. It just sucked that it wasn't that this is the game that we're ending on here because this is a total snooze fest. I would have been okay with it if it was a better game, but it's not a good game really at all. At least through this first half here. We'll see what happens in the second half, but you got 42 seconds left to play in the half. Jones ball's at the 29-yard line. Jones takes a snap, fires, and is bouncing in and around the hands of Hyatt, who cannot reel it in. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Inside of 40 seconds left to play in the first half here. We were up 16-0. That was awesome. Yeah, that first quarter was great. And then what happened was the Eagles really had no life. Probably talk about that a little bit more when I get to halftime here. 2nd and 10. Jones takes a snap. He is brought down. He's sacked. We've got about 30 seconds left to play in the half. That's going to be a loss of 7 there. They're crediting Oda Gizuwa. I don't have a pronunciation cheat sheet here. I should have had that printed up. But that is actually, yeah, they're not even going to attempt that there. Yeah, they're not going to attempt to play. This is all for show. It's going to bring up halftime, folks. Yeah, so... all right, yeah, let's talk about that Eagles game here, Dan. Hang on one second. I just got to grab my stat sheets off the printer. Yeah. So the first half was a tale of two halves. The Eagles were up 16-0 in what was the worst start for Chiefs or for Patriots fans in quite a number of years. They have not been outscored like that in really quite a long time. And then in the second quarter, they didn't even bother really to show up at all. The second quarter was really dominated by the Patriots after the Eagles and the Patriots spent I'm printing these out for an episode I'm going to do later, so that's why I printed them out. But yeah, I've got my got the game summary report that the NFL puts out at the end of the game with all the stats there and the play-by-play list. Helps me out quite a bit because I don't have to take quite as many notes. I do take some. But yeah, like the second quarter, the second quarter was really just dominated by 3 and outs for the most part. There was no real kind of anything going on until for the first 5 minutes of the second quarter, and then the Patriots decided, we're going to do some up-tempo offense here, and go do a whole bunch of no huddles, and they marched down the field in 10 plays, 71 yards, and made their first score as a touchdown, and then really it just kind of progressed from there. The Eagles really didn't have an answer at all for the rest of the second quarter, and the Eagles went in. They were up, fortunately, but it was 16-14 going into halftime, and this had Super Bowls written all over it, and a little crazy there. Third quarter was better. The Eagles the Eagles had the only scores of the third quarter. Really, the Eagles had one field goal. It was a Jake Elliott field goal. That was good for 56 yards, and Jake Elliott was pretty solid on the night. I appreciate the consistency that we've gotten from Elliott since earlier this year. He did miss one of the extra points, but yeah, he was not as shaky. I definitely appreciate the fact that this year or in the years since his rookie season, he has really just gone on and just provided an awesome season. So yeah, I appreciate. So he has been pretty good again. His field goals that were for more than 50 yards. He had a couple of them. He had they would have been good for about 60. So yeah, I was not disappointed with Jake Elliott. I was disappointed with other elements of the special teams play. Aaron Siposs, I spot checked 2 of his punts. We elevated him from the practice squad simply because Michael Clay confirmed that to us earlier this week that was going to happen. So we elevated Siposs. He had some decent punts. I use decent particularly. Average for him, but nothing really stood out. His unofficial hang time, 4.66 seconds of hang time, which not bad, but also we could do better. Eagles fans are used to having pretty close to 5 seconds of hang time, and Siposs hasn't come anywhere close to that. So it was, it was a little frustrating. Yeah, in the third quarter. So in the second quarter, the Eagles had 0 first downs. The only earned first down came via the Patriots. The only earned first downs came by the Patriots there. Yeah, it definitely got slower in the second half. I will confirm that. Yeah, as I was watching that, Dan, it did get a little bit slower. The Eagles had 5 first downs in the third quarter. They were 2 for 3 on third down in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter was where things really started to pick up. Then Jake Elliott had another really good field goal there. Had another couple really good field goals. He had in the fourth quarter he had a 48-yarder and a 50-yarder, 51-yarder, and then Mac Jones was able to march down the field in the fourth quarter. It was it just wasn't great. And then the Eagles couldn't really drive the nail home at the end of the game. They weren't. They had an opportunity really to. They had an opportunity really to just drive it home and to put the icing on the cake and at the 2-minute warning, and they just simply couldn't. They gave the ball back at the New England territory, admittedly, but it was almost filled up. It was around midfield was where New England wound up actually getting it. Turnovers were bad by both teams. The Eagles won the turnover battle. The Eagles were able to force a Zeke Elliott fumble, and then they just showed on Football Night in America the highlight of the Patriots throwing an interception. So Darius Slay had the first pick six of the season, and hopefully there's many, many, many more of them. Yeah, so that was that. And then Jalen Hurts actually fumbled on a run, so he ran 8 yards and then fumbled, and the ball kind of like popped into the air a little bit, popped forward several yards where New England recovered it. That was what I'm going to chalk up to a bad decision there, because Hurts easily could have slid, and usually in a situation like that he probably would have. So I don't know what happened there on that front, but it was. Yeah, so the Eagles were fortunate to be able to make stops when they had to. They went for most of the game without getting hits on the quarterback, and then in the second half they did. So I have to double check exactly what the numbers were on that, but all of their pressures on Mac Jones were not until the second half came about, and then they were able to get to. They were able to actually get to Mac Jones, get pressure, get sacks on him a couple of times as well, which was certainly good and necessary. And it happened when it needed to. Fletch came in and blew up the play a couple of times. Jalen Carter was able to come in and blow up the play a couple of times. I was impressed by that. Hang tight for me just 1 second here. I don't know what's going on. Be right back. inconvenience. Something's up with the Streamlabs here. I'm sorry about the inconvenience. It was picking up my camera for a little bit, and then it was not. So I'm trying to get that fixed. So that way we can resume as per normal here. Looks like I might have gotten that here. Can everyone hear me? All right, I think we're back. Sorry about that, folks. Again, I don't know what happened. So, being a little needy there, but we're back, and the Giants are still not. We are in the third quarter. And the Cowboys have possession. And there we go. We're back into this third quarter. Tony Pollard had a pretty decent run. We're picking up inside of the 25 in Giants territory. Dak takes a snap. He dumps it off to Dowell, it looks like. So it's going to be 2nd and 6 from the Giants' 19-yard line. That was Dowdle on the run there. So Prescott takes a snap. He throws and looking for a Hendershot, but could not pull it in there. Almost brought it in, but very simply could not. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Cowboys. Prescott in the gun, back to his right. Takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He throws. It is caught by Pollard, who's going to get the first down, and he's going to fumble it, and the Cowboys are going to fall on it, so they're going to retain possession. Number 63 is being credited with the with falling on the fumble there. It's the first sign of a turnover, sign of any kind of offensive, real serious mistake by the Cowboys. Okereke is credited with with forcing the fumble, but it was covered by Pladaz at the Giants 4. So that actually brings up 1st and goal for the Cowboys. So 1st and goal, Prescott takes a snap, hands it off, and gets down to about the 1 or the 2 yard line. Down to the 1. So it is 2nd and goal. Got about 10 and a quarter minutes left to play in the third. This is not a good game to start off Sunday Night Football. Prescott, under center, takes a snap, hands it off, and Pollard is going to be in for the touchdown. So that is going to be One step closer to putting the Giants away for this game. It is 32-0. Pending the results of the extra point here, we'll see that shortly. Pollard is going to be in for the touchdown. And Aubrey is on to kick the extra point. Snap the hold. The kick is good. So the score is now 33-0. And hey, New York Giants, this is the first week of the regular season. Love to hear what Brian Dable said in the locker room at the half, because whatever he said, it's not working. If this goes any longer, we're going to have to put the Giants on some milk cartons. Ugh. Kick is going to go away, and it's going to be it's going to be a touchback. It is going to be Giants football. And we're here. We're hanging out. Appreciate you taking the time here. It's 33-0 in this snooze fest of a game here. Daniel Jones lines up under center, takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to run, and he's going to get about the first down. He's going to pick up about 10 yards there. That brings us inside of 10 minutes left to play in the third quarter. He gets about 9, actually, so they're going to rule him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. So he needs to get, it is second and 1. Jones in the gun takes a snap and fumbles the snap, and he's going to fall forward to try to not lose as many yards there. Uh, lost lost two total on the play there. So 3rd and 3 from the Giants' 32-yard line, where we've got less than 9 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Wake me up when somebody does something. Giants, Jones takes a snap, fakes the handoff, and is immediately sacked. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Cowboys have the Giants' number. Continue to have the Giants' number. 8.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Most interesting thing on this is the clock right now. Got about 8 minutes left. Daniel Jones is in the gun with an empty backfield. He's going to take the snap. He's back. He's looking. He throws it. It's caught by Saquon Barkley, so he's going to get the first down. And he's going to run out of bounds at about the Giants' 37-yard line. So that will bring up a Giants first down. Giants fans are really just hoping that something will happen in the course of the second half that will give them some degree of optimism. They made the playoffs last year. Jones takes a snap. He's back, and he's going to get sacked. Falls down he's going to get sacked around the 30. He'll actually be given forward progress credit up to about the 33. So that'll bring up 2nd and 14. Giants fans, they realistically, at the end of the day, they were hoping to build on their team would build on a playoff appearance last year, and this game is not giving them any hope. Jones takes the snap. He's back. He fakes a handoff, and then he fires, and it is complete. That is going to, and then they're going to get pushed out of bounds. That's Slayton on the reception there. Down to about the Giants' 35-yard line. That's going to be a pick of about 2 yards. It's third and 12. So we used to say in officiating, 3rd and 2 sticks. Daniel Jones in the gun, backs in the backfield on either side. He takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He's going to get pressure, and he's going to get sacked again. He escapes 2 guys and then runs right into number 92. That is Armstrong, and Armstrong's going to get the credit for the sack there, and that's going to bring up 4th down, and the punting unit is going to come on the field. Although, if you're the Giants, I don't know if you... if you're the Giants, I really don't know if you, at some point, you just start going for it on 4th down simply because, I mean, hey, what else is going to happen? Take the punt. It gets fielded down at about the 28-yard line, and they're going to run. Turpin is going to run, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds at around the 35. About the 37 is where they're going to officially mark him out, so that is going to bring up a Dallas Cowboys first down. And we're just hanging here.
watching these ads. What other games? So besides, we talked a lot about the Eagles, and I alluded to some stuff going on with the Colts, and my observation from that game regarding the attempted use of the tush push, where it really was not as successful. Um, what other games excited you? We had a really exciting Thursday night football game. Uh, Absolutely not sure what the uh, Cowboy or what the Chiefs would be doing, whether or not the Chiefs would be able to pull it out. The fact that the Lions were competitive at all is something really impressive for the Lions. I'm sure the Lions fans are still riding high off of that game, and they can't wait for their next game to be played on Sunday. Meanwhile, if you're a Chiefs fan, you're wondering what's going to happen with that operation. They lost to the Lions, so this is a snooze fest of a game here, folks. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with us, but I don't blame you if you were trying to sign off here. As a Lemony Snicket used to say, I have to write the book. That doesn't mean that you have to hang around for it. But if you are hanging around here for it, I appreciate you. It's going to be a uh, 2nd and 7. It's going to be 1st and 10. Dowdle is going to get the handoff, and he's going to run up for about 3 yards. So that will bring up 2nd and 7. At the Dallas Cowboys 39-yard line. Prescott takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's back. He's looking. He throws. There are flags down. Multiple flags down. We'll see what these flags are here. It's going to be defensive holding. So that is going to bring up a Cowboys first down. They're going to get Hawkins on the holding. And that'll be 1st and 10 from the Cowboys' 44-yard line. So 1st and 10. Dak under center. Back in the backfield. Takes a snap. He's back. He hands it off, and that's going to be handed off to Dowdle, and he's going to get to about the 49-yard line. And Prescott is calling, I guess, for whatever substitution's going on. It's going to be 2nd and 5. He's yelling for something. Now it looks like he's walking off the field. There's an injured player down, so we have an injury timeout here. It's going to be number 71. That's Edoga. So that's a bummer. Hopefully he's okay. Doga is the Cowboys. Looks like it's their second string right guard or right tackle. Um, yeah, he's down. We'll see what his status is. Hopefully he's okay. We've got about 4 minutes and 8 seconds left to play in the third quarter here, folks. So I appreciate you taking the time to hang out and to spend this evening with us. It's late night again. It's probably our first late night, late Sunday night, and as Eagles fans here in quite some time. Even as football fans, for that matter. So I appreciate you taking the time to hang out. It's really helps out. If you could, the one thing I ask is if you wouldn't mind just liking and subscribing. It does really help me out here. This is a we are going to probably be going live for a bunch of games. Might see if we can try to swing a live coverage of the Monday Night Football game tomorrow night. We'll see how things pan out. Got the Jason Kelsey documentary dropping on Thursday on Amazon Prime. So I'm hopeful that we can. Hopefully, I might be able to pull off an episode about that. It's a short week here. A short week here for the Eagles, so we'll see what happens. But I am definitely looking forward to this. Doing some promos for the Olympics next year. The Olympics will be in Paris in 2024. Okay, it is 2nd and 5 at the Dallas 49-yard line. Prescott takes a snap. He's back. He throws. It's caught by CeeDee Lamb, but he only gets back to about the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 at the Dallas Cowboys 49-yard line. And if the Giants can get a stop here, maybe they'll have an opportunity to march down the field and maybe get their own little score. This is the first season for the Giants that the Giants logo is going to be painted on midfield. And it is painted on midfield. I apologize. And that'll be the same thing for the Jets, too. They will paint the Jets logo on the midfield marker. It's going to be a false start there, folks. So that's going to march the Cowboys back. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. They got Steele on the false start. And that will bring up 3rd and 10. All right, Prescott lines up in the gun. Back to his right. Takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He fires. It is incomplete into the ground at the feet of Brandon Cooks. So that will bring up a 4th down and 10. And we're likely going to see the punting unit come onto the field here. I don't expect the Giants are going to be able to come back and win this game, but my expectations have been wrong before. But I think this is the first stop for the Giants in a while. Anger boots the ball into the end zone, so that is a touchback, and that will bring up 1st and 10 for the Giants from their own 20-yard line. Boy, oh boy. boy oh boy, do we need something to happen here. Just waiting on anything to happen. Sorry for me just 1 second here, folks. Appreciate your patience. There we go. It's good to see you all. I was able to get the light fixed. All right, so it's going to be Giants football. We're coming back from the break. Jones takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley, who gets the first down, and a whole lot more. Gets to about the 37-yard line there. 38-yard line is where they're going to roll him down. So that touchback does get the Giants started from their own 25. I apologize if I said something different earlier. It's going to be 1st and 10 now from the 38-yard line. Jones takes the snap. He's back. He fires. It is going to be caught for 1 yard by Bellinger. So that's going to bring them to the Giants' 39-yard line. 1 yard gain there. So that will bring up 3rd and 9. Jones in the gun, back to his left, takes the snap. He's back, he's looking, he fires. It is batted around and incomplete. Looking for Campbell there on that reception. Okay, now it's going to be 3rd and 9. I apologize if I said something different before. Now it's 3rd and 9. Jones in the gun, back to his left. Takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He throws. It is caught, and it is going to be short of the first down. That is Slayton on the reception. It's an 8-yard reception there. Tackled by Gilmore. That will put the Giants at their own 47-yard line. It is 4th and 1. And the Giants are going to go for it on 4th down here. They kind of need to. They need to get something going. They're going to do that tush push, and that is... Where are they going to mark them down? They're going to mark them down as it worked. So that is 1st and 10 from the Giants' 48. And just like that, the Giants kind of have a little bit of life here. We saw that used a couple of times today. Jones takes a snap from the gun, fakes the handoff to Barkley. He's going to run, and he's going to get to the 50. Yeah, so here's where we're at. The like that tush push QB sneak that we saw, that was the play that the Eagles kind of perfected over the course of the last season. Daniel Jones is in the gun. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Back to his left, takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He fires, and it is knocked out of the hands of Cook, of Shepard there by Gilmore. So we saw the that QB sneak tush push there, and it worked here tonight. Indianapolis tried it earlier today, as I alluded to. Indianapolis tried it in their game. Shane Steichen, the offensive coordinator for the Eagles, is now their head coach. It did not work earlier today, so we know it's not an automatic first down. Jones, from the gun, takes a snap, and he throws. It was a really bad snap, and he throws to Campbell, and it's incomplete. So here we are again. We are at 4th down, and yeah, so that tush push is not an automatic first down like some owners were thinking. You really need the right combination of people there. So it's 4th and 8. The Giants, again, they kind of have to go for it here. Jones is in the gun. Back lines up to his right. Jones calls for the football. He takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He's trying to evade pressure. There is a flag down, and it is incomplete. So pending the results of this flag here, we're going to see what happens. All right, they're going to get Thomas for offensive holding, so that's going to, of course, result in Cowboys football here. So, and that is going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So Dallas is going to start with, once again, excellent field position at midfield. Dallas has had a lot of that going on. That's been kind of the name of the game. That was a 9-play, 30-yard drive that took about 2 minutes and 48 seconds off the clock. And once again, if you are a Giants fan, you're hoping that next week is better. You're looking for some sign of life from this team heading into these final 15 minutes of play. Again, I'm not anticipating that the Giants are going to be able to do anything on this drive. Really anything. I'm not anticipating the Giants are going to be able to come back. The Giants are pretty much dead at this point. I'm not going to. Yeah, the Giants are probably not coming back from this game. Let's take a look here. Let's see what some folks are doing. Have the Giants been ruled dead in this game? Let us see. Not officially, but by the same token, I mean, one guy I watch is not like it's a pair, and he's not even there. So, all right, 33-0 here. The Eagles kick off week 2 here and kick off Thursday Night Football. The Eagles will be on Amazon Prime in most of the area. They will be broadcast locally on a channel that is to be determined. Once we know that, we will announce that for you, for those of you who are watching from the Philly area. So that way, if you don't subscribe to Amazon Prime, it will be available to you over the air. First and 10 from the 50-yard line. Prescott lines up under center, man in the backfield, fakes the handoff to Pollard. He's back. He's looking. He fires. It is caught by CeeDee Lamb, knocked out of bounds at about the Giants' 31-yard line. So that is going to be a 19-yard reception, and it's going to be first and 10 from the Giants' 31. And once again, we are really, really, really hoping that at some point soon, the Giants do something. Get some kind of point on the board. It's not coming soon, though. First and 10. Prescott under center. Takes a snap, hands it off to Pollard, who's going to get the first down and get inside of the 20-yard line, down to about the 18 or the 17 there. We'll see where they officially spot it. All right, they're going to mark him down at the 19 officially. So, marked down at the 19. It's going to be first and 10, though, still. First and 10. We are less than 14 minutes left to play in the game. Prescott lines up under center. Man in the backfield. Takes a snap. Hands it off to Pollard. He's going to run. And he's going to get down to about the 16-yard line. And if you are the Cowboys, there is no reason to be doing anything else. The ball does not need to see the air. The ball does not need to be put into an incomplete pass kind of situation. You just need to churn clock so that way you can mercifully send us to bed. Second and 7. Prescott under center. Split formation in the backfield. Throws incomplete to Turpin. Once again, there is no reason, if you are the Dallas Cowboys, to do anything other than run this football. Please do not do another thing besides run the football. We would all like to go, at this point, to bed. Third and 7. Prescott lines up in the gun. Empty backfield. Why? He's calling for the football. It takes a snap. He throws. It is caught by Turpin down around the first down marker. So that's going to bring up first and goal from, they are going to give him the first down. It's going to be spotted at the 9-yard line of the New York Giants. It's first and goal. Five plays, 41 yards, minute and 56 seconds have been taken off the clock during this drive. Prescott in the gun. Back starts to his left and goes in motion, goes to his right. Takes a snap, hands it off to Pollard. Pollard gets 2. Spotted or marked down at the Giants' 7-yard line, second and goal. Second and goal. Prescott in the gun. Back to his left. Takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. Throws. Incomplete. Once again, there is no reason to put the ball in danger of an incompletion there. Ferguson was the man targeted. The merciful thing to do if you are the Dallas Cowboys is to run clock and let the Giants regroup for week 2. Giants fans still wondering when their team's going to show up for a game. They haven't shown up for a game since January. Prescott takes a snap, dumps it off to Turpin, who is in for the touchdown. So it's 39-0. This is a snooze fest of a game here. Aubrey. Back to attempt the extra point. Snap the hold. The kick is good. So that will make it 40-0. I don't know. I was definitely hoping for the Giants here a lot more than I was hoping for the Cowboys. So really, really, really cannot wait for Thursday night here. We've got Thursday Night Football going on this week. The Eagles will be taking on the Minnesota Vikings on regular favorite, regular opponent of ours. So we're just hanging out here, waiting for somebody to mercifully end this game. We've got 11 and a half minutes thereabouts before this game is over. That last Cowboys drive was 8 plays for 50 yards. It took 3 minutes and 29 seconds. And if you are the New York Giants, you are wondering what is coming of this team this year. This team that entered this season with a lot of promise, not a lot to back it up. Showing highlights from Giants Cowboys games of years gone by. All these games were much, much, much more interesting than what is being put on our television screens tonight. The Cowboys fan there just kind of grilling and chilling there, doing the dance. The kick is away. And that's going to be a touchback, so the Giants will start at their own 25-yard line. Jones in the gun, back to his left, takes the snap. He throws. It is caught by number 18, and it's going to be fumbled again. The Cowboys are going to recover it. And the Cowboys are going to get downed in their own territory inside their own 40, but it doesn't matter because it is Cowboys football. It was Isaiah Hodgins on the reception, and then the fumble was forced by number 7 there. And that was recovered by number 24 of the Cowboys. So, again, Cowboys, pretty good field position. I don't know what else to say there. Diggs is being credited with the fumble. Mukuamu is credited with the recovery of the fumble there. Just to make that official. We're really, really waiting for something, anything to happen here. Giants fans, I'd love to. Giants fans, come back next week. Yeah, we're officially rolling them dead. Yeah, I'll do that. We shall rule them dead. There, it does not matter what their score is. Um, we can officially credit Dallas with the victory here. Anything standing out here in this game? Saquon Barkley had 12 rushes for 51 yards, 4.3 yards on average there. His longest run was an 18-yard run there. Daniel Jones ran 12 times as well for 42 yards. Jones was 10 for 22 on the night. He had 83 yards on passing or in the passing game, two interceptions. So yeah, Dak Prescott is out of the game. So he's going to hand it off to number 42 there. Cooper Rush is in at quarterback. So he hands it off to Vaughn, who gets pushed out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Yeah, this game's over. Dak Prescott's night is done. Cooper Rush lines up under center. Vaughn in the backfield. Rush takes a snap, hands it off to Vaughn, who gets about 2 there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Third and 3 from the Dallas 44. Cooper Rush is in at quarterback. Rush in the gun, back to his left. Takes a snap, dumps it off to Vaughn. Vaughn is going to run and get dropped in the backfield, in bounds, which is important. The rain is back to falling. McFadden's going to get credited with the tackle there. And that's going to bring up 4th down, 4th and 8 at the Dallas 39. If you are a Giants fan, you're decently happy with the run showing that Saquon Barkley put out. And you're decently happy with the run showing that Daniel Jones put out. The punt is away. And that's going to get fielded and downed by the Cowboys at the 19-yard line. So that is going to bring up a Giants first down. We are ruling the Giants dead here, folks. There is zero chance that they are going to be able to come back with less than 10 minutes left to play in this game here. We'll still hang out and we'll still ride it out until the final whistle. But yeah. Timeout on the field at 9:04. You're decently happy with the running attempts by Barkley and Jones. You're not happy with much of anything else. Um, Again, Jones, 10 for 22 in the passing game for 83 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. This was just a bad night for the Giants, just in general, outside of Saquon, unless your name is Saquon Barkley. Because Jones got the game off on the wrong foot with a mishandled snap deep in Cowboys territory that knocked them back several yards and forced the field goal unit to come on the field, and then the field goal unit kicked, and it was a blocked field goal. Sorry, so the blocked field goal return for a touchdown. So already demoralizing. And then the next attempt that the Giants had to really score, it was no bueno. The next attempt was the every time the Giants got close, they always they had something happen. So the Giants had an interception again in the first quarter, and then the Giants really did nothing. The Cowboys again were really the only team that showed up here. And all kinds of turnovers here. Jones takes the snap. He's still in the game. I don't know why. He's running out. He's going to get to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up second down. To it, Jones again. He was intercepted twice. Bland and Gilmore, both credited with the picks. And then the Giants lost 3 fumbles. Or the Giants had 3 fumbles. They Schmitz, who I guess was the long snapper, and then Jones, and then Hodgins. Or not the long snapper. Schmitz is just the regular snapper, but regular center. But yeah, this is we're just kind of hanging out here. There's 8 minutes and 13 seconds left to play in the game. There's a timeout on the field. It's 3rd and 1. Giants have the football. Giants are not coming back from this. Looks like Pearl was injured on the play. So, this game certainly isn't exciting. But were there any games that excited people today? Anything, or what were the games that excited you? We're just hanging out here. Appreciate your sticking with us here. We've been going for about 2 hours and 40 minutes here. Got started just a couple minutes before this game, and honestly, the most merciful thing that anybody on this game could do would be to just do whatever they could do to keep the clock moving. Especially if you are the Cowboys, there's no reason why the ball needs to see the air. Cowboys do not have Dak Prescott in the game. Cooper Rush is in the game because, again, there is no real shot at all for the Giants to come back here with about eight and a quarter minutes left to play in the game. The Giants being down by a lot, being down by 40 points. They still have not shown up here. The Giants have not been able to get really a ton of pressure on Dak Prescott. They have not gotten any sacks. McFadden has been the strongest player on defense with 9 combined tackles, 3 solo, and then 6 assists. Hawkins has been the person whose number has been called the most. He's been credited with 5 solo tackles, and then 2 assists there. Total of 7 tackles that he got credited with, at least partially. 1st and 10, Giants did convert. 1st and 10, Jones in the gun. There's a flag on this play. Jones is going to run out of bounds. We'll see what this flag is. Offensive holding. So it's going to nullify that Daniel Jones run. It's going to bring up 1st and 20 from the Giants' 21-yard line. And we're just here hanging out, and I have no idea what is like. If you're a Giants fan, Jones is in the gun, back to his right, takes a snap, and he's going to get sacked. If you're a Giants fan, what are you taking heart out of this here? Give you some positives. There was some good play. There was some good play by the defense. I will give them that. There's some good play by the defense. There was some good play in the run game. Saquon Barkley was a pretty good runner. And if I'm Brian Dable, I don't know why I don't just pull Daniel Jones and just sit him. He's going to hand it off to who's he handing it off to? He's handing it off to Brightwell. Brightwell's going to pick up about 5 yards there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 from the Giants' 31-yard line. We have 6.5 minutes left to play in this game. Jones in the gun, back to his right, takes a snap. He fires. It is caught inbounds, thankfully, by Campbell. And Campbell is going to pick up about 2 yards there. Bland is going to be credited with the stop. Yeah, I'll give them the regular score back. We're inside of 6 minutes. So, what games excited you all today? First and 10. Ball on the Giants' 42-yard line. Jones takes a snap. He's back. He's going to get sacked. He fumbles the ball again. It's recovered by the Giants, but it's going to bring up 3rd down. or bring up second down. I'm sorry. It's going to be recovered by Glowinski. Gets the credit for the recovery there. Golston gets the credit for the sack fumble. So it's going to bring up second and 19. Jones takes a snap from the gun, and he's going to be sacked again. And there's a flag down because I think somebody jumped off sides. Yep, that was an offside. Offsides on the defense. They are going to they're going to get Williams for the offsides there, so that is going to bring up second and 14 for the Giants. Second and 14. Jones in the gun, back to his left. Takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He throws. It's caught by number 31. He's going to turn up the field, and it's going to get fumbled again. That is going to be recovered by the Giants. That's going to bring up third down. Bell is on the credit for the fumble. Campbell with the recovery. You know, I appreciate the hustle. But you see, at a certain point, if you're the Giants, just you weren't really on the field at all. Jones in the gun, takes a snap, he throws, it is caught by Slayton. Slayton is going to get it up to the 38-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth and 14. If you had the Cowboys defense on your fantasy, this is a good week to have them. I don't think anybody expected the Cowboys to have a shutout. I don't know what we expected, but it wasn't this. Fourth and 14. Jones in the gun, empty backfield. Takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He's still looking. He fires. It's going deep. He's going to overthrow and almost get picked off. He's going to miss Slayton. It was that close to getting picked off by Odigizwa. So that is going to bring the Giants punt unit on the field. And again, if I am the Cowboys, I am trying to run as much clock as possible, and it would make zero sense to do any kind of it would make zero sense to do any kind of a passing play. Just get to the first down inside the 2-minute warning, and then just start taking knees. The first round quarterbacks lost their debuts. They were showing that stat on the TV there. Rush takes a snap, hands it off. That's Vaughn is going to get up to about the line of scrimmage and nothing else. If you were pretty big on offense, pretty big into offensive performance, the game that you wanted to watch was the Dolphins and the Chargers. That was the only one where both teams crossed 30 points. That was a pretty big shootout. The Dolphins defeated the Chargers 36-34, and what I'm sure was an exciting game. We were here watching the Eagles. I was not streaming, unfortunately, but watching the Eagles there. Rush under center takes a snap, hands it off to Vaughn, who's going to get about 4 or 5 yards on that run there. So that's going to bring up a third down and about 5 or 6. We'll see what the official ruling is when it comes in. They're going to credit him for 4 yards. So third down and 6 from the Giants 34. That does send us to the 2-minute warning. So we have 2 minutes left to play. I forgot to update the possession arrow. It's not like it matters because even if the Giants were doing something, or did have the football, they were not coming back from this game. 2 minutes left. Third down and 6. And evil Emperor Jerry Jones is sitting there, very, very, very pleased about what's going on. NBC isn't even bothering to take the commercial break that they're entitled to for the 2-minute warning. They don't need it. They know nobody's watching this game. Vaughn, under center, takes a snap, hands it off Rush hands it off to Vaughn, takes a snap, or takes it up to the Giants' 40, 39-yard line there, thereabouts. I know he's only going to get up to about the 32-yard line. So that's a gain of about 2 yards. Clock is just running. Very appropriately, nobody taking any timeouts. There's no reason to. Except Dallas has just taken their first timeout. Because the play clock was running down to 0, so it didn't really matter. It needed to. All right, so it's 4th and 4 from the Giants' 32. Got a minute and a quarter left to play in the game. 1 minute and 14 seconds to be specific. The Giants didn't bother to show up. Cowboys will be facing off against the Jets next week. Then they'll be taking on the Cardinals, Patriots, and then the 49ers, again on Sunday Night Football, and then the Chargers. Rush lines up in the gun, empty backfield. Got to get to the 28-yard line for the Giants. Rush takes a snap, wildly overthrows his target. He was looking for Tolbert, and that is going to bring up a Giants first down. Although if the Giants are going to be merciful to us, they will take a knee and send us all home and eat it. Because we know that they are not coming back from this game. 40-0 is going to be the final score, most likely. 1 minute and 10 seconds left to play in the game. Daniel Jones' night is done. Quarterback takes a snap. It's number 2. He runs out. That's Taylor. He's going to run out to the right, and that is there's going to be a flag on the play. So I have no idea what this flag is. Cutting to Trey Lance. Trey Lance spending his first game as a Cowboy on the sidelines there. They're gonna get the Giants for holding. It's offensive holding on Ezadu. So it's going to be enforced at the 32-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 20 from the Giants 22. Takes a snap, throws, caught. Barkley's not even in this game. Running. and it's they're going to be down inside or down at the Giants' 31-yard line. That was Brightwell. It's Taylor to Brightwell for 9 yards, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 11 for the Giants. Got about 30 seconds left in the game. One play, probably the last play if people are making sense. Taylor takes a snap, dumps it off to Brightwell, who's going to get dropped behind the line of scrimmage, and that should do it. I do not see any reason why the Giants are going to be taking another snap here. There's no reason to. It's 3rd and 14. Yeah, there they go. The coaches are taking the field. That is going to be the final score here. With 3, 2, 1, 0, 40 to nothing. Final score. Dallas defeats the team. Dallas defeats somebody because the Giants were supposed to show up, but they didn't. They were still, I guess, stuck in the preseason. We'll see if they show up next week. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with us. Thank you so much for tuning in for this first night of NFL action here. First Sunday night of NFL action. Hope you had a great rest of the day watching football. Certainly, again here, the Eagles really it was a tough game. It was an ugly game, but the Eagles were able to rain on Tom Brady's parade. And yeah, I appreciate you hanging out with us. I'm gonna record an episode. I'm gonna record an episode of the Bird's Nest podcast and get that out. So you should see that. Maybe not later tonight, but you should definitely see that soon. And we will. I will talk to you guys when I talk to you guys. But thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us here at Bird's Nest Media. I'm Joe Donahue, and let's go Eagles.